Like using your kid as a chess piece is annoying and dumb. For you to even file something saying you can't take your kid out the country is dumber, especially with the mother. Like I just think they're young and stupid. I really do. I just think it's immature. I think it's emotion still involved. I still want you, can't have you type thing. Whether it's both parts, because sis, maybe she's, I don't know. We don't know what they're doing behind closed doors, but either way, there's definitely still emotions and feelings there that they're using to play this game in the court system, and it's silly.
Can I ask why is he immature? I'm not saying he's not. I'm asking what makes you say he is.
Everything he's done has been immature to me. I just feel like you should be able to talk to your partner about things, and if you cannot, like challenging her back with this restraining order to not remove her kid from the country or y'all's kid from the country is just a retaliation thing. That's immature. Like you have no legit reason as to why you would do something like that other than to get back, followed by text messages. Like it's just, to me, that's levels of immaturity.
Anybody else got thoughts on it?
I know you ready. You burning up. You ready to go.
I'm not burning. I'm not burning up.
Yeah, you are. Just
hey man.
Yeah, you like.
I'm just so I was not expecting immature. I think. Do I agree with putting the kids in the middle of your BS? No, I don't. However, I do think the messages that he put out there kind of legitimizes his case of why he wouldn't want his child outside the country if somebody has been in that state before and that's the person that they're supposed to be with. Now, I don't get how it's immature for him showing something that she did. The same way she put a restraining order on him for what if he did that, for being physically abused. I'm not with that. Like, I think that's a part of it. But if the other side of that is you doing those things, it's like that's kind of an even playing ground of like, okay, who should we leave the kid with now? Like, I don't think
he didn't do that until she did something. Like,
why would I have
to?
But why would I have to when we had a custody situation where we were both able to see him? I didn't have to do that. You took it there.
Right. So your response was to take it there too? Like, that's immature. Like, we're doing tit for tat at this point.
Hold on. So you, again, here at MVW, we're not about domestic violence at all. But so you're saying that you can get a restraining order on me and get sole custody of our child based off this interaction, but I can't then show how you said these text messages and what state you were in and some physical harm you showed to me, but you put it out there about me. That's immature?
No, I'm saying that going tit for tat, the whole thing in itself is immature to me. Like they didn't do these things, wouldn't even have been a thing if one person didn't cause the other. Like if she didn't file the restraining order, do you think he would have filed the restraining order on his own? No.
Because I would have been able to see my kid. You wouldn't have had sole custody of my kid. I think that's, to me personally, I'm not with all the DV on either side. I think they're both immature too. But like, if you put something out there that makes you take sole custody of my kid, am I not supposed to fight back? Like, tell me what he should have did next.
What, in terms of getting sole custody of his kid?
She got sole custody. She put the restraining order out there. What's his next move?
Right, but his next move is to fight back. I get that, but what I'm trying to say is the reasoning, or I just wish that the reason behind why you do certain things doesn't always have to equate to tit for tat. Like, was this something big enough? Did it bother you in that moment when those text messages were received to the point that you had to alert somebody? I don't think so. You didn't bring that up until it's like, might be the only way that I can get my kid back. The judge granted sole custody for a reason. Did you show up to the hearing? Was there proof? Did you not do those things? Like, I just feel like, I don't know. There's always reasons as to why something is done. I just don't feel like fighting fire with fire is ever effective in this situation. They're both going to regret the decisions that they make later on because it's levels of immaturity to me. I just really think that there's other ways around this.
Princess Asia Lewis, what's your thoughts?
I honestly tuned out after the pictures of like the DV or whatever.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, I want to be taken out of the group chat, so I don't have a I don't have a comment.
Mm-hmm. Is it because of DV or because of them in the situation?
Um, just because I'm tired of hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish them the best. I don't really care. I'm just tired of. It's childish. There's a lot of childishness going on. It's a lot of back and forth. Whether whatever is true.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm just yeah. That's just like I think it was like yesterday. It was all over the internet with him dancing with who India Love, and
Mm-hmm.
then that somebody he was allegedly cheating with or talking to, and so it's just like, could you? And I feel like they're mainly showing him. I feel like she's kind of just been like off socials outside of the stuff going viral of what's being leaked or posted or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
him, it's like he's still streaming. It's still clips of him, like whatever. Like I'm just tired of seeing their names, and I'm tired of seeing his face at this point. I need a refresh. My algorithm needs to change.
That's fair. Lewis, what's your thoughts, bro?
I see perspectives. I agree with all three perspectives, to be honest with you. I think it's a certain level of maturity that comes with being a parent and understanding the impacts or implications of making this information public.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also a necessity in order to have custody of your child, even though you don't like the idea of it. And I'm tired of hearing about them. So I agree with everybody. To be honest with you, I think it's unreasonable to expect people of that age for it to play out as it would for someone else who maybe was more mature or more established in their lives. Like we're literally watching two young people figure it out.
Yeah.
Hell, that might not even matter because Papoose and Remy is going at it too, and they old.
Yeah,
Fact.
you're right. You're
Hey,
right.
that's fact, Princess.
You're right. You're
Hey,
right.
that's real
You're
I
though.
right.
That's
mean, they
fact,
were
though.
going at it bad,
It was
They
bad.
were. I think,
bad.
man, yeah, man, the social media thing, I mean, it's good and it's bad because at one point they were couple goals, right?
Yeah,
All of
Black
them.
Love. I miss the
Yeah.
Black Love hats.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But
yeah.
respectfully, he can't wear that with a new girl. What's her name? Clarissa.
Larissa Shields.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He need to just not bring those back out.
Yeah.
Why can't he be
Respectfully.
in love with her, Princess?
He can, but like that was a moment. And I just feel like it's gonna be cheesy to me if he keep wearing that. Like because he stopped, obviously. And it's
Because
like
she
if he
cheated.
bring them back, whatever. If he brings them back, I just feel like that's cheesy.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Asia, what's your thoughts on DDG and Haley?
Yeah, I mean, same as everybody else. He lost me way back when they broke up, and he went on that breakup tour. He lost me way back then. I do agree though with what you're saying, Keenan, just around like if somebody is coming at my character and the consequences, I no longer have access to my child, you just better be squeaky clean. Because if not, I am gonna make that known, right? So with that regard, like I don't know what he would have done differently, right? In that case, and it's only because of the sole custody thing, right? I think just when children are involved, it takes it to a whole different level, right? And I think that the care of the child, that's the only thing that's upsetting to me with this whole thing. It's like, are we really caring about the child? I don't think so. It does not appear to be that. But yeah, he got his Twitch's numbers. Ain't that what he be on? His streaming numbers are up.
Whatever.
He bragging about it. He said his numbers up for the month. But I think all in all it's a sad situation. But yeah, it's a sad situation all around.
I will
Mm.
say this. I will say this, and this is generally speaking, not saying that postpartum, not getting in all that great stuff. I will say this, and me and my wife kind of talked about this, and this is something I'm not defending it, but that type of behavior is hard to deal with. It can be draining if that's your go-tos all the time. Like I'm taking it out of the most recent ones, but I'm saying like when they were talking about before they had a kid and that was the way they interacted when they got upset, and it always goes to that level of extreme, and you make one person responsible for like your entire well-being like that. I think that always gets dangerous. Always. No matter what. So I think that could be a little more draining than some people would like to admit. And then you put a child in the mix of that. I just get the vibe that like she always liked him more than he liked her. And that's typically how those situations end up.
Really?
For sure. Like,
I didn't get that.
I didn't either.
I did.
yeah. I think that's how a guy treats a girl that he know ain't going nowhere and you like me more.
That's right.
I really do. Like when dudes start calling his girl, you weird, what you doing? Like, get out of here. That's him saying, like, oh, she coming back. Like, I can talk to her. Like, that's one of those.
But did we know that but prior to all this blowing up? Because like while they were in it, I don't feel like I got those vibes.
I agree.
After the
That's what I'm
breakup,
saying.
I feel like it was some stuff that came out, but I feel like whenever they were together, it was all like, oh, I'm buying her nice gifts. So we're here together. Like we're just this young and in love couple. Like I didn't get those vibes. Now it's like, okay.
I felt that way. Her trajectory was much higher than his. Now, obviously, that's not a world I'm as privy to. But even when they first started dating, her trajectory is higher. So why would she, in socially, date down if it wasn't that way? You know, so I always found that to be interesting.
Because I would say, for one, age, and then for two, just because he's not a musician or whatever, it seems like his bag is coming in based off of the gifts and the different stuff. Like it seems like the bag was there, so I feel like that's why she was with him. On top of like being young, I don't think it probably really mattered to her whether he was technically like, I guess technically he is in the entertainment industry. Oh damn, I forgot he's an artist. But yeah,
he got a fire. Look, that song with the baby is fire.
Yeah,
I forgot. That was no shade. I just really forgot.
Yeah,
he is in the entertainment industry. But y'all got, but you get what I'm saying.
No, we got you.
And Princess, I would say this. I think you're 110% right. I think towards the end, right when the baby was born, is when I saw some of that behavior of like, oh yeah, he ain't really like he really shunning her off. Like, yeah, get out of here. Like, and the breakup tour, what he was saying more than the tour. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think a guy that likes you is that dismissive of your feelings, even if we not together. I ain't gonna do you like that. Like,
I feel like it could have been low key jealousy. Like whenever they broke up, it was in the height of The Little Mermaid.
That's fair.
She's a Disney princess now.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like,
so
I kind of feel like the fact that whoever decided to leave, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it might have been some resentment and a little bit of jealousy there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Especially if in the beginning he did like her more, right? Like it's like, and we talked about this before, like if his feelings were really like deep in there, like how it was perceived, and for it to just end, I think that would take a real big hit.
Yeah, because I feel like when they first started dating, like the group had kind of simmered down. And like from what I can recall when they first started dating, because I can't remember how long they had been together or whatever, like the group wasn't really popping. So I feel like she was super low key until she popped out as Little Mermaid. And so I feel like at the beginning of the relationship, obviously he knew, who she was or whatever. But I feel like once she reached that level and like her career sprung forward like that from a Disney princess perspective, and they went through the breakup, that's where I definitely feel like things changed.
That's fair. That's fair. Jealousy will do it. Any last thoughts on DDG and Haley? Hopefully they work